everyone, it's Raquel of Raquel's Caribbean Cuisine, and today's recipe is going to be some authentic Jamaican jerk chicken that was slowly cooked in a jerk pan, well seasoned down with the finest homemade jerk marinade using the pimento seeds, Scotch Bonnet peppers. This was seasoned to the very bones. In this bowl, I have some chicken quarters washed down proper with some limes, nice and clean. And what I like to do is give the joint that slit, so all the marinade, the flavor, the heat will be able to penetrate and soak within. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to season with some salt, get within the joint. I'm also going to use my very favorite dry rub, which have all the Jamaican authentic ingredients. So this jerk chicken will have double layer of flavor. Get within the joint, under its skin, and this is going to be well seasoned, nice and proper. And because the skin is there to seal, lock in all that flavor and moisture, focus on getting under its skin, within the cavity rather than the outer layer. Yes. So now that one layer is complete, it's now time for the star of the show, the homemade jerk marinade. So here I have one of the main ingredients when it comes to doing a jerk, the pimento seeds, also known as allspice berries, and these have the flavors of cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, which helps to give the jerk that unique flavor. And of course, here you have the star, some Scotch Bonnet peppers. Now to my blender, I'm going to add some fresh scallion thyme along with some onions, and I'm heading to my garden to get some Spanish thyme, which I love to add to my jerk marinade. It gives great flavor. Also going to add a cinque bay leaf. And when it comes to a jerk marinade, there are many variations, okay? So just watch and learn. Also, I'm going to add some garlic to this. And here I have some lovely pimento peppers, which is not spicy at all, but it gives amazing flavor. Also, I'm going to add some ginger. And here is where you're going to add as much or as little Scotch Bonnet pepper as you like, according to your spice tolerance. I'm going to also add some pimento seeds along with some vinegar, which not only gives flavor, but it uses a preservative. Now in with some browning or some dark soy sauce to give the jerk that lovely color. Then I'm just going to give this a rough blend. This jerk marinade is smelling so good, really good, and this is just everything. Now I'm going to pour this generously over the chicken, and as I mentioned, focus on getting the marinade under its skin, in the cavity, within the joints. Remember, we're seasoning this down to the bones. And when I'm done, I'm just going to cover this down, and I'm going to place this into the refrigerator for overnight, allowing it to sit and to marinate. And you could allow this to marinate as long as you like. Fast forward to 28 hours later, my jerk pan is lit. I'm going to add the grill to that, and I'm going to place the chicken quarter skin side down. And it's just a preference for me. I like when the skin is firstly to get that nice char, and this process would not be hurried. This may take between 1.5 to 2 hours, slowly cooking. The heat and the smoke is going to do the job. And this jerk pan was made from an oil drum many years ago, and this pan is well seasoned, makes one of the best jerk chicken. And as I mentioned, right, the smoke and the heat will do the job, giving the chicken that authentic smoky flavor. And you don't want a blazing fire causing the chicken to burn before they even get a chance to cook. You want this to slowly cook over the grill, going in occasionally, flipping, so both sides could get that nice char, evenly cooked. And I like to give a little history about how jerk was originated, right? So when the British invaded the shores of Jamaica, who then brought slaves from Africa, some of these rebellious slaves escaped up into the mountains of Jamaica, and these slaves were later called the Maroons or the Mountaineers. And these now free slaves settled among the indigenous people, and they would hunt, share their technique and spices, and on an open flame they would smoke cook what they have caught, and that later led to the famous Jamaican jerk tradition. Yes. And remember this remaining marinade, I'm going to use this to baste the chicken, which will help them to stay moist and juicy and with added flavor as well. And you could use a brush, you could use a spray bottle. Just going to baste as best as you can, just so they could stay moist and juicy. And these are looking good. They're almost ready, and I'm sure my neighbors are getting all of that aroma. This is smelling absolutely amazing. I'm going to give these just a final flip, and I like that char that they get, yet they are still just so juicy. See that? Looks moist, smells amazing, and they're done. I'm going to remove them from the grill, and I'm going to chop into one and show you what I'm talking about. Perfectly done. I can't even describe how absolutely amazing these smell. Absolutely flavorful. This was juicy, and you get that kick in spice, but not overwhelming. Really, really nice. And there you have it. Some authentically done, well seasoned, so flavorful, absolutely delicious jerk chicken. I want to thank you so very much for watching.